Yeah.
Sitting high, still riding on big bricks. Still fly, still grinding, getting big checks. Still thugging, still leaning to the back. You can bet that. You can bet that. I ride, I shine, nigga. You can bet that.
Riz Radio, turn that up. Turn that up.
22, 24's how we roll. I'm a dumb rider for sure. Every day, me and my dog be wild. 7 trade, 7-5, don't ride. And we ain't tripping on nothing, just vibing. Big 9 with me, cause some fuck niggas try me. He already know how I let him go. And kill his ass and make the show at a soda roll. How the hell a OB gon' try me? I'm OG on and off TVC. Middle fingers in the air, tell him fuck y'all. Trying to hate on my dog, hell fuck nah. Why you hating on a nigga like that? Why you trying to stab a nigga in his back? I know some niggas don't like this, but them niggas is the reason I'm like this. Fuck niggas done made me mad. I'm about to snap and put this K on his ass. I still riding on big bricks, still fly, still grinding, getting big checks, still thugging, still leaning to the back. You can bet that. You can bet that.
Yeah, I like the energy today. I like the energy these past 2 days. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talking music with Diamond Lee right here. Riz Radio, 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 Radio. He is the producer, the rapper, the singer, the creative. Man, that man right there. I can't even say no pre-show jokes, but that man Dom Period right there. Is that a little camo on too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the jokes would have went crazy. But yeah, that man Dom Period right there on his Twitch, live on his Twitch over there, live on YouTube, and most importantly, we're on live on Riz Radio. Make sure you download the app, Riz Radio, Riz Radio. Shout out to Asia Cobbs, the founder, the movement behind the platform, just hosting 2 artists. I am Poetic Lee. 2 artists of their own rights, their own kind, and our own damn mind. Hump Day, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. And that's just like the commercial too. I like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Back when commercials used to like be good.
Say what?
Commercials aren't back when commercials were good.
Oh man, back when commercials were great. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting has the art of social media and what content is on social media now devalue commercials. Not devalue commercials, be devalue the creation behind what makes a commercial creative. That's interesting.
Yeah. I think it's the algorithm.
Tell me more.
Because we don't even see the same commercials anymore. We don't see the same things on TikTok. We don't see the same things on Instagram. I don't know about Facebook because I don't go on there, except for Facebook Marketplace, which great place, I guess, outside of everything else. And commercials don't cut anymore. There's no JG Wetworth 877 cash now anymore. That's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
I have a high annuity and I need cash now.
Oh,
you're not getting that today.
It's my cash and I want it now.
Yeah, you're not getting that hump day. You're not getting a hump day today.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Yeah. It's gonna. I was about to go in. No,
go ahead. You say we're not getting.
I can't go in that direction. It's not good. I'm just saying that we're not getting good commercials because everything is fragmented and segmented.
Yeah.
So you might get a good commercial for that niche.
Got you.
But you're not gonna get a hump day because you say hump day, and then these people over here are gonna be like, "What do you mean by hump day?"
And you know what's
Wednesday.
Crazy? What's crazy what you're saying too is, I was just recently talking to somebody. I was like, I was watching. I just so happened to catch TV because the NBA playoffs have been on, and I was like, wait a minute. I saw a Progressive commercial, and I was like, wait a minute. Flo, I don't see Flo. I saw this new girl named Kathy or something. I was like, what happened to Flo? Now Flo got the bag and probably like, had it like, had to go ahead and put that tax on it if you want to keep working with her. But those iconic. You remember the Old Spice guy? Now you look at your girlfriend. Now look at me. Look at your boyfriend. Look back at me. Look at the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, some people I just feel like you got to put them on a lifetime contract. Just drop whatever they need. Give it.
Just do it, because you're welcome. You're welcome. Now they
Mayhem,
have. I mean, they have a Dion Cole right now for Old
which is
Spice.
not bad, not bad, not bad,
Not bad.
not bad, not bad. It's a very and actually, you know what? Dion Cole, being the creative writer that he is, he actually does. They've been doing some good jobs. It's not in comparison to my man that did because what he did was on a whole
Yeah, that's
nother.
different.
It's on a whole nother level. What
Yeah.
Dion Cole is bringing is more like real life situations and writing his comedy in there. So it's pretty funny with Dion Cole.
Yeah.
So I think they did pretty good with getting Dion Cole in there. I think there was a period before Dion Cole got in there that it was like, okay, it was like a little empty period. Right after my man who did and I can't think of his name, but who did
Me neither.
your boyfriend. Look at me, that was hard. Mayhem, I don't know.
He's still doing that.
Yeah, you can't get rid of Mayhem.
I'm sure there's a generation of people out there that don't even know who we're talking about right now.
What do you mean?
Mayhem?
Yeah.
We know who that is. We know.
No, if you watch commercials, you see him.
But commercials, people don't watch cable.
I don't know. But that doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that.
But it does though, because like the commercials that we get are curated to us now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why my girlfriend gets commercials for Activia, for yogurt.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm just saying that Mayhem, Allstate can never get rid of a Mayhem guy. Dean,
I agree.
Yeah, you just can't get rid of him. I mean, otherwise you really lose everything. But you're right, like you said, algorithms have now shifted what a commercial means to the audience. Because now maybe you don't have to get all wacky or get all creative as you used to before. Maybe now all that matters is just speaking directly to your audience, and that's what matters.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
There's no grand art in the commercial anymore.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Who knew we were going to be old people talking about commercials?
Well, I mean, hey, I think commercials are one of the things that I don't think should ever go out of style. I think there's an art to it. Though, I mean, you go back on YouTube and you look at those commercials from the 50s and the 60s. Hey, man, we've come a long way. It was just very straight. It was straight to the point. But commercials back then were actually very instructional. So this is how you're going to apply your seatbelt in the new Ford Mustang.
Yeah. yeah.
I actually I think we need to get back to some things being instructional. It was very old timey. It was it was for a very simpler time of mine. Now you can tell everybody's definitely drugged out and definitely on all the Adderalls now.
Yeah.
Back then it was very, and this is how you apply your clothes in the washing machine.
For sure. And if it was talking about that, they were not talking to any men. They're like, yep, women.
Oh, for sure.
This is how you do this. Women.
Women will bug their husbands, buy this.
Yeah. Mouthwash. Did you know the marketing campaign for mouthwash was that it was a woman who's always the bridesmaid, never the bride. She's smart, she's beautiful, she's all the things, but her breath smells. Yeah. So get Listerine. That was the advertisement for mouthwash.
I like that.
It's like, what?
I like that, Dom. I like that. I think that's what I'm saying, man. You got to sometimes offend somebody. Good advertising offends somebody. Man.
You think?
Absolutely. Good advertising offends someone because it speaks to someone that is strongly for that thing that it offends. That person wants to say that thing that is advertised, and they are willing to spend money on that thing that's advertising to get it for somebody that they oppose.
Yeah. I saw a kind of a good example of that in modern marketing. What are we talking about today? It was
it's gonna shape this way to music in just a few.
It was I can't remember the brand, but it was like some shipping, like a I don't know, like a UPS or something like that. So it was like some shipping company. Don't remember which one it was, but
Yeah.
basically what they did was their advertisement was get packages shipped by the competitors,
Huh.
right? But how they did it was they would pick up these packages, and when they picked them up, they would be black because they were cold. And
Yeah.
then as they heated up and warmed up throughout the delivery, it turned into an advertisement for the other company that ships things and was like, "Hey, we'll get these packages to you quicker." And it was like free advertisement through doing business with the competitor.
Yeah, nah, I don't. Yeah.
I mean, it was cool. I mean,
But
I'm explaining it
this is
terribly, but it was like a good like optic thing.
I've always been one. I've been big, and this is Talking Music with Diamond Lee, Riz Radio. Download the app, Riz Radio. We're on Playback TV. We're on YouTube with it, Twitch with it. And you know, I think this is gonna be, I love what we do here because it shapes itself to what music is as well. We're gonna bring this to content. Is content always finds its way with music. I've been big on don't mention your competitors in your commercials. I've
Why?
been big on it. I think
I mean, I agree with you, but why?
it takes away from your message, and a lot of times you think like I would see Domino's or maybe a competitor of Domino's or a competitor of Coke, like
Mhm.
Pepsi, put this other person, oh, this isn't this other brand. But the problem is what you don't realize, you're still giving light to that other brand and putting it into the consumer's
Mhm.
mind. They're
Yeah.
still seeing that, and based on how you 9 times out of 10, either you're going to knock it out the park, which is hard to really say why yours is better, but say yours is better without even having to use another brand. I think it comes right back to music. Sometimes stay away from using saying other people's name in a record if you're not ready for that person to if you're not really going to send a headshot, because otherwise you're just giving more promos to that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
What
I'm looking up this one company that did something similar to what you're saying. I just can't remember the companies between each other.
yeah.
hmm It
Um
was you go to one company to get to order from another company to get a discount. I can't remember what it was though. It
oh,
was
that
something
sounds
in fast food where it did work, but I can't remember who it was.
got you.
Oh
Got you.
well.
Have you any commercial that's had a music collaboration that's kind of like stuck in your mind, or like, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but anything that's kind of like, oh, that I'll never forget that moment.
The only one that comes to mind is the Drake one with Sprite. I
Why that one stick in your mind?
don't know. Probably I don't know.
Is it
Probably because it
nostalgia?
was
Was it that moment that he was?
yeah, I think that's really what it was. I think it was the ascension of Drake mixed
Yeah,
with that song bubbling at the time.
yeah,
And then they did, I mean, it was poorly done CGI, like all that, but it was fun. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's
It
a
was cool
commercial,
for sure.
and then I mean, I'm young.
I've
And
seen
then
that commercial like highlighted as even Drake when he's highlighting moments in his career. I've seen that one highlighted a lot. And I
mm,
like the commercial, but I didn't realize it meant that I didn't like even you saying that. I never knew it meant that much to people, more to even him. I didn't know that commercial meant that much to just
mm,
more people. I thought it
I
was pretty
mean,
cool. I thought it was a fire commercial.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because they centered it around the music, you know? Like the
Yeah,
advertisement was in a studio.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's rare that we even see. It's rare that we have a moment match
Yeah.
so many different things match each other, right? It's
hmm
rare that you have a song match a song's ascension match the artist's ascension match the organic feel of a drink that makes
hmm
sense to all parties involved. Sprite makes sense to obviously the song. What was the song? What's the name of that song again? It was on
Forever? I
yeah,
don't know.
Forever. Yeah. Um
What
Sprite
does
makes
it
sense.
mean?
Sprite makes sense to Forever because at the same time, LeBron has his deal with Sprite. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like Sprite is also like it makes
Mhm.
sense in sports. It makes sense in like it makes sense to guys. Then
Yeah.
Sprite makes sense to I don't know, it's an odd combination, but yeah, it makes sense to Drake. Sprite actually makes more sense to Drake than Pepsi makes sense to Drake, even though they're one and the same. And that's what you call good brand marriage.
That's culture. It's a cultural difference.
Yeah, Coke.
Damn, it went back that far, man.
Yeah, seeing Drake drink Coke versus seeing him drink Sprite changes the like that's.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
Those people that get to actually see that vision and see what the right moves to make in your career, man, those people they deserve whatever check you need to sign them. They deserve that because those moments they literally can shape. They can make or break your career, and you don't even realize it, but it can.
I can't even think of. Maybe it's just because I'm not seeing it, but I can't think of artists that are tying themselves to a brand like that today.
I think so. Sweetie did the McDonald's. I know Travis Scott did McDonald's.
Do people care about that? I asked because I didn't. That's why. I'll throw that out there.
So Travis, when was this? He did this in I want to look at the year. I'm not seeing the year come up, but Travis Scott, he partnered with McDonald's on a limited time collaboration that included a special meal called the Travis Scott meal. The meal features Travis Scott's favorite order, quarter pounder with bacon, lettuce, and cheese, medium fries, and barbecue sauce. And you guessed it, a Sprite.
Oh.
The partnership also included co-branded merchandise and a TV commercial featuring Travis. The collab, I'm trying to see what year this was, but maybe they still have it going on.
Nah,
no.
I mean,
2020.
What year was Astroworld?
2018. Wait, are you talking about Astroworld the tour or the album?
Tour.
I mean, that's Astroworld tour had to be. The album comes out 2018. I think he probably 2019, 2020.
That's interesting. That's just interesting. Because usually a brand would be boop, boop.
Yeah, he went on tour 2018 through 2019. So it makes sense for him to do in 2020, kind of like wrap that up and do. I will say Travis Scott when he dropped the J's Cactus Jacks, I think those were in the sneaker world. Those are them.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Shout out him.
For sure. Those I think those did pretty well.
I could see a shoe making an impact. I don't think that, like me personally, I don't think a meal at McDonald's is anything, respectfully. You're not doing anything different. You're just putting your name to it and getting other people to buy into a multi-billion-dollar brand already. So
yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, again, though, your audience is probably the best bet for him than him doing Outback Steakhouse. It's just
true. Hey, that's very true.
So sometimes you got to get it where you can get in. And I think these people, those numbers are always interesting because McDonald's growing up were big on kids like merchandise. Now the merchandise is kind of shaped out to be more like Travis Scott does a merchandise with McDonald's.
Yeah, feels like content.
Exactly. It's more the merchandise is more content right now, now.
Man, I feel like that word has become the downfall of a lot of things.
Content?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because when I remember, man, I used to really be prideful of I do good content. Like I do content when I was in college, coming out of college. I do content.
Yeah.
And maybe what we saw become this shift, and maybe what we saw become like the downfall of that is people just not valuing what content is. It's hard, right? It's hard when you can. It's hard when you can damn near just do a dance that goes viral, which is content. It is content, but you're doing this dance. Now everybody else is doing this that's doing this dance, and this dance has you literally getting brand deals because of your content.
Yeah.
That's not the dance's fault. It's
Yeah.
not the creator's fault.
It's crazy. Who knows? I don't know.
Is it the audience's fault?
It just worked.
It just worked.
It just worked. It was the right creator posting at the right time, doing the right thing, and the right people saw it. It's crazy.
Uptown, downtown, uptown, downtown.
Wasn't they doing those? Now they have content creator houses. Like,
for sure. You sound super old, dog.
That's dumb.
How do you sound so old? The content creator houses have been around for they've been around for a long time, dog.
It's still dumb. It's
It's like, yo, I've never seen dog have such an old one. Don't they have content creator houses?
Yeah,
yes,
man,
they do. They were having those back in 2016.
Man, we're gonna live together and film ourselves doing little videos.
I think that's actually now that I'm actually behind. I'm actually behind that. I'm behind that because if you can lock in, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm behind this.
Okay.
If it's for real, if you can lock in, I think that right there, I'm actually behind that. You can lock in with some other content creators. Y'all all have the discipline. Y'all all taking this thing serious. Streamer University, for example. I mean, Casanat, I don't know how to really. I'm still having a time adjusting to how to quantitatively describe like Mr. Beast, Casanat, like what's the guy that hangs with Drake? Aiden Ross. Like, I'm having the time to really like, okay, where is what's the transaction happening? Is it just all coming from ads? I get the numbers and things of that nature. I think it's amazing what these people are able to do. Sometimes I find myself just having to, you got to respect whatever, even though streaming has been around for a while. Like I was watching Casanat and just happened to catch a clip of him. They were talking about the streamer. He was talking about who his favorite streamer is up and rising. This guy named Reggie. And he was like, man, Reggie's on every day, damn near 24 hours a day. And I'm just like,
yeah, that's different.
I'm like,
that's different.
Because then these platforms, but it's like these platforms, right? Like I'm pretty sure, okay, Playback TV.
Yeah.
We're on here. If we were on here all day long talking about everything sports throughout, then having people come on and talk about sports throughout, you're being paid. I don't know if people understand what's happening though. What's happening with streaming, my only problem with streaming is it's devalued the professionals that work for that have gone to journalism school, that have gone to like anything entertainment that's had to now work to get on a network, that they get paid to be on that network, which creates revenue, advertising dollars. These streaming platforms are basically creating you to do slave work to be on for this amount of hours to then generate buzz, but you're keeping our lights on.
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, we'll have a creator program where we then partner with you based on you showing that you can actually be on here for 3 straight months, 24 hours a day.
Yeah. I don't understand the goal of streaming that much. Like,
well, on who's in?
On the streamer. Like, I don't get what the goal is other than eyes and attention. But like, what are you doing? Because even if we're looking at Kai, right?
Yeah.
He's like, we're not doing much. It's entertaining. I've watched him for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
It's like,
underline that word right there.
Entertaining.
Underline it and don't go anywhere else. Underline that one.
All right, I can respect that.
Yeah, because where you're about to go is Viacom is not in the business of anywhere else after where you're about to go.
True. You're right. That's true.
Shade Room is not in the business of anywhere else that you're about to go.
Shade Room.
Facebook is not in the business of anywhere else that you're about to go.
That's
Twitch
No, you're
kick
right.
all these people. That word that you start off with right there,
Yeah.
underline that, and then
Mhm.
circle it, and then highlight it, and then fax it to all
No,
your.
that's true. You're right. You're right. That's all it is. You're right.
That's America
It's
for
just
you, bro.
it's just
That is
entertainment.
America.
I mean, yeah, we don't need to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, you're right. You're
So
right.
I mean, at that point, it is a tough thing because we're now looking like, dang. So like again, bro, 20 years ago, a little bit before that, right before that, you have reality TV coming into the picture. I'm pretty sure somebody saw this back then. Probably some old exec said, you know what? If we can get this experience to run 24/7,
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it yet on a network,
Yeah.
but the internet is coming.
Yeah.
The
No,
technology may not be there yet, but one day on the internet, if we can get this kind of content to just run 24/7,
he's cooking.
that'll be the easiest billion we'll ever have.
I mean, it's true because people are TV today. People are, and I'm waiting for the moment where most people realize that we're going back to cable. We're getting back there.
Okay, talk to us. What you got going on, Don?
I mean, now even with like streaming platforms, they're trying to bundle together other streamers. You buy Disney, you also get Hulu and ESPN. You know what I mean? Oh, now you could buy Hulu, but also you could get Hulu Live. Now you can watch TV live. It's like we're literally going back to cable because cable used to be the service, and then under that umbrella was already all these different channels,
all the packages.
Yeah, like we're getting back to cable. And then what was it? There's one platform out there. I can't remember if it's live or not. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up. It is allowing people to have their own channel on that platform, so they could upload their own TV series or whatever they want to do, but they're framing it as TV instead of YouTube, which is TV. But
well, I mean, Amazon has this experience, Amazon Fire, that does that, so you can get it on Roku. So
the Fire Stick.
Yeah, but Amazon has their own. It's called Amazon Fire, and you can see. Yeah, then you can be able to watch. You can what's it called? Amazon Fire TV. That's what it's called, Fire TV. So you can so even if you want to upload content to submit content for Amazon TV for like your own content, you could do this too on here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. See, we're getting back. We're going right back.
I know. I feel what you're saying. We're getting back there, but I think when you have players in the game like Amazon, Paramount, and Disney,
and
Netflix, I think they all play this. I think Disney at some point is going to have to cave in, and they're going to have to get back to licensing more content out.
Yeah, I mean, that's how, guys, stop acting like you're the only ones that can make money. There's enough money out there. Just go together. You guys will be fine. There's enough money. Y'all can still maintain, you all can still be $1 billion corporation and work together. You could do it. Y'all tripping. Nah, they are. I'm telling you. Because also, who's tuning in? Who's tuning in to these
niche audience? The numbers
the originals. Okay. Who's tuning into new originals?
Oh man, those new originals or originals?
New originals. Not brand, not Marvel.
But you're not here to make money off new originals. You're here to continue. It's the numbers say we can make more in-house money to produce more in-house content by having our own in-house audience. Right?
Yeah.
So So prime example, boom. Okay, either I can have my own venue where I do R&B and poetry,
Mm-hmm.
or I could just continue to do tickets at the door at this current venue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I eventually have my own venue, now I can have R&B and poetry, do its
Yeah.
regular nights where people gonna come. But now I can also start to extend these new originals of a Tuesday night show, Wednesday night show, a Monday night show. Are
Mm-hmm.
those shows initially going to make money? Like
Mm-hmm.
that generates? Maybe, maybe not. But I
Hey.
have my own in-house audience now,
Yeah.
and I have my own in-house system.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I feel like movies and TV are different than an actual live experience. I feel like
Movies and
if you go
TVs.
to a live thing, you're actually getting something from being there.
Hmm.
You know?
Well, I mean, now people love being home, so they're getting now. You
That's
look.
coming back.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you, it's coming back, man.
I mean,
We outside.
I think the biggest. I think the person that would have the biggest disagreement would be this. And again, people unconsciously aren't aware of how much they probably spend in streaming monthly. They just, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that.
That's true.
But seeing on my bill or seeing it right there on the website, it's going to be $8.99 for my Disney Plus experience. Now I'm pretty sure it's much of that, but I'm just hypothetically saying. And I get all the Disney movies versus paying $200 for cable and having to get this whole package.
Oh, I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. For sure. I just think it is a trend of going back.
It's gonna be tough to go back because who's going to like say, okay, we were just having this conversation yesterday talking about the A24s, the Ryan Cooglers, all these different things going on, right? And then you have in the music industry, who is going to pay, like in the music industry, license, we'll pay you that money to license this, to like get that song. We'll pay for that song.
Okay.
We'll pay for the distribution. Kendrick Lamar, we want you over here. But who's going to pay now for all the Avengers, all the Harry Potters, all the Star Wars?
I don't know. It's not me. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like the same way, like these other, like Sony's, dog, we don't know that that's going to make us money over here. So we rather just go ahead and license maybe one off of your content, or if we can't get it, then we'll just have to make our own, because we don't know that that's going to make us money. We don't know. See, now I think the game's effed up. This is what I'm saying. The game's effed up because I could see it going back if all these people weren't split already. It's too split because now if I know Disney Plus has this, why am I going to Paramount? Or why am I going to, where am I going to go? I'm just, like, it's too split now. I mean, you think it's going to come back though? You think it's on its way back?
Yeah, because I think they're already bundling these different services together. I mean, even we're gonna get PBS on Netflix.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because Donald Trump cut their budget so bad that they need funding. So, like, I mean, it is supported from users like you, but also, they're trying to keep the lights on for real. So they worked up a deal to where they'll be on Netflix and PBS on the same day.
I love this. We're really having an old.
I know this is such an old.
Oh, don't forget to. So I'm gonna just read this down to you. IGN. Shout out to IGN. I used to love being on IGN. Back when I was young, and they had all the cheat codes for any PlayStation games. But, so they say the best streaming bundles in 2025. You have the Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max bundle, which is $16.99 a month with ads. Then you have, see, they about to give me. I didn't know.
See, they got that, and also ESPN too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I might have to check that out later. They got. Then you have the Amazon Prime membership, $14.99 per month.
That's a good one because they got a shit ton of movies.
They got a shit ton of movies. And hey, don't sleep. Now this one, let me know how you feeling about this one.
Okay.
Good old Walmart Plus with Paramount Plus, $12.95 a month.
I'm not paying for a Walmart subscription, I'll be honest with you.
You're not getting that
I'm
Walmart
not doing that.
with Paramount Plus, dog.
The fuck Walmart got? What does Paramount have?
Wait a minute, brother. Have you ever been to a Walmart and seen that big bin of $5 DVDs?
Oh my god. Yeah. The ones that no one wants and everyone sifted through because everybody already picked the good ones from it.
Oh man, classics. Hey, on a Friday night, fuck it, let's just get one.
Why are all these DVDs dusty?
Hey, fuck it, we here, get one. That might have been the first. Hey, that was the first stream right there.
That is.
Then you have
Mm.
DirecTV. Oh god damn. DirecTV stream is $80 a month.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get Fox News, ESPN,
You
all
get
that good stuff.
all of it.
Yeah, all of it. So
You
that
get
makes
traditional cable with that.
yeah. Xfinity Stream Saver is $15 a month, and that's you get Peacock, Apple Plus, and Netflix. Nah, that's not. Hey,
That's actually nice.
that one is damn. And I pay.
Yeah, I need to write that one down. Hold
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I can hold you. Hey, fuck what y'all talking about. This is a good segment today.
Hold up. We saving money on this bitch. Hold up.
Because I pay already $12 for Netflix.
Yeah, you might as well.
Xfinity Stream Saver is $15 a month. So you get Apple Plus, which Apple TV. One day we'll have a conversation about how they're just killing it with content.
That's what I'm.
They are killing it in the game with content, and it's almost a shame because it's almost like a if you know type thing.
Can I tell you my issue with that?
Talk to me, bro.
I want to watch. I want to pay. I want to watch Apple Plus, right?
Yeah, I'm with you. I do too.
My problem is they already make so much fucking money. I don't want to give them more.
I won't do it. I
can't do it. And I know, and how I know it, they have some good shit.
They got great shit.
They're willing to give you a week or a weekend free.
So more than that.
Watch. I'm telling you. And then and like I've been complaining that there's no actual shows out on TV anymore. It's just this like, and now Tony does this because Tammy, blah blah blah, and then they have a reality show where these two people are dating other people, but on screen they're actually fucking like. Give me a real TV show, please. And apparently, Apple Plus has that, and I don't want to pay it because they already have enough money. They have my iPhone. They got the iCloud services. Why I gotta pay for storage each month? I pay you $2 more, and now I have 2 terabytes. What are you talking about? Hey, I don't want to give you more money, Apple.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. This shit looks hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. And shout out to their studios. This Owen, I just turned on right now, and I've got my shades on. I could tell how this graphics look. Owen Wilson is hilarious and heartfelt as an ex-pro golfer mentoring a team phenom. This is comedy. This shit looks funny as hell. Called Stick. I want to see that. Apple Plus. Another show, Your Friends and Neighbors. A desperate man would do anything to stay wealthy, including robbing his friends. This shit looks fire. I ain't gonna hold you. The Studio, Seth Rogen. Oh, say less. I don't even need to read no more.
Say less.
Been there. Ted Lasso, classic. Severance. I've been wanting to see Severance. I've heard a lot of amazing things about Severance. This is that's messed up.
All right, so you get Apple Plus, you get Netflix, and which one?
Peacock. You'll fuck with Peacock. You'll fuck with Peacock because Peacock got shit like they got all the NBC shit.
They got the classics.
They got the classics, bro. That's The Office. That's enough.
I used to watch The Office a lot, and then it went off Netflix, and I was like, "Oh, there's life outside of The Office. That's crazy." I used to watch it all the time, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't care anymore." Actually,
I give you one more here. If you want to just get down in your anime bag, Crunchyroll Premium.
I thought about that, but I'm not big enough in anime to do it respectfully.
You can also play a very large. You can play a variety of popular anime games for free.
Oh, in their service?
Crunchyroll. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
And I mean, basically, this is saying, all right, now if you were to apply, like, I know this is heavy, but I really want to see this in like music industry, though. I know we have our beef with streaming platforms, but
who? How? Who, how, why? Give me I have none of those answers to that.
RCA, and you only can listen to Chris Brown on RCA streaming.
But
Hold on, Interscope, and you can only hear the baby. You can only hear Snoop Dogg. You can only hear Dr.
Tupac,
Dre on Tupac on Interscope streaming. And
yeah.
then bundle it up with the UMG bundle.
Hmm. See, I feel like that's gonna lend to more of the same. We're gonna keep investing in the Marvel acts, and no good new music is gonna be made mainstream. It's just gonna keep giving. We want more of The Office. Bring us some King of the Queens. We need Martin. So where is he at?
I'm really surprised. That's what Apple has surprised. Apple, see, I don't understand, man. The music industry is so interesting to me because if anything, Apple does the big deal with Drake,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which they really haven't connected with an artist since Drake, like to make it be their staple, to like move the needle in the game. What's interesting to me is Apple has the technology, they have the device. Why don't they have their own just like signing artists and you can only hear this artist on Apple Music? Like they did Nicki Minaj, where Nicki Minaj had Nicki Minaj Radio, Queen Radio, right? You had OVO Sound Radio start off on Apple Music, then that
Mm-hmm.
goes to Sirius XM. I
Mm.
just don't understand why Apple
That's weird.
Music isn't like Spotify, at least Spotify and Apple Music, if any two streaming platforms aren't saying, hey, we want to sign this artist right here to a $20 million deal. You can only release music over here. It makes a lot of sense to me.
I could get on board with that. I could get on board with that. I could see the application of that more than signing up for a subscription service through labels. Because I feel like with the streaming service, it's not going to be a monopoly of
Bro,
the same shit.
and I'm pretty sure you get creative control as an artist if they were to do that type of situation. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you I mean, at that point, because people just want to come to the platform and listen to whatever music you're putting out. It's not, you
Yeah.
don't have to please all these different outlets. You don't have to please a title. You don't have to please
Mm-hmm.
Spotify. You don't have to please, like, if anything, I
For
I
sure.
wonder why artists aren't doing direct to streaming platform deals.
I mean, I feel like that could work, especially if they're looking at your numbers and see how you're doing independently without even an editorial playlisting or like any pushing like that. Because if you have one song on your thing that has over 1,000 streams, you're
Bro,
up.
bro.
You're up. It doesn't matter how many monthly listeners you have. If you have 1,000 streams on one of your songs, you're up. Not bitch. There's people that have
Talk to
albums
him.
out on Spotify, iTunes that don't have over like 50 streams on one of their songs. And if you are lucky enough and blessed enough to actually get into people's homes and like be a part of their life through your music, you're up. And if streaming services such as Spotify or Apple were to actually invest in that, that'd
That's
actually be
that's
crazy.
and that, see that right there. If I'm playing devil's advocate on trying to stop, or two things, trying to empower independent artists, like
Hmm.
quote unquote empower, but
Yeah.
really I want to stay like the big machine.
Hmm.
I am having tastemakers find these new artists, and I'm signing these new artists only to my streaming platform.
For sure.
And I'm going to create a marketing push so that you only hear these. Maybe I have one distribution outlet like with iHeartMedia and SiriusXM.
Mhm.
That way you have radio play,
Yeah,
but you can't
for sure.
listen to these artists anywhere else but the radio and on
Our
my
streaming platform.
DSP.
Yeah, that'd be fire. I'm down. If y'all listening, I'm down.
It makes it. I mean, I mean,
I'm down.
first off, for the artist, I feel like that's a dope check to get.
Yeah,
That's a
especially
that's a good check. If it goes the way I'm thinking it should go in my head.
well, shout out to the King of New York.
Okay, talk to me. What's up, man?
Do you see he the King of New York got some things passed legally for streaming.
Damn,
You missed that. So now one stream equals 1 penny.
no.
I'm so serious though. I'm so serious. They did get that pass in New York.
One stream equals 1 penny?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
For what platform?
I don't remember. I think it's all of them. I don't know when it starts. Or maybe I'm just being clickbaity, but I read it and I read more than the headline. Can I remember? I tell you what I said, what I read? No. I can't remember everything. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've done a lot of writing the past few days.
No, that's cool. I'm just like Spotify might give a penny for your streams. Trying to see.
Also, it's crazy that a penny for a stream sounds great.
Hey, don't. That's terrible.
It
new
is.
bill proposes a minimum streaming payment of 1 cent per stream.
Mm-hmm.
The Living Wage for Musicians Act aims to provide working class. Okay, so I'm seeing this bill, but maybe this is the bill that you're talking about. I guess got passed, or maybe is in.
I think it was passed.
Wow.
Yeah. So we got freedom of speech and rap lyrics, and we got a penny. We up. Hey, I'm gonna need that freedom of speech for this next thing. Hey. Whew.
Yeah.
Riz
Okay.
Radio. Hey, man.
I don't know, man. It gets tough. I understand. I do understand the streaming quals when it comes to the right dividends, right? Because essentially, how do you track a transaction? I know the easiest transaction to track is you click download, and that's one download. This person clicks download. That's two. Like that's always the greatest system. I think that's why Apple could be killing it, if anything, because they already have iTunes. So you literally could create a system where people have to no longer stream a song, but they have to download it onto iTunes. So now you can really have a more proper analytical system that's tracking the downloads that's going already into your own bank, music bank, and putting it out, where these other platforms just don't have that technology. You've had the technology. It's like when Apple had podcasts on the phones and nobody gave a damn about podcasts on the phones for many years. Like the app was just there.
It sure was collecting dust.
And you're just falling behind on being a podcast leader that you could be Apple.
For sure.
I don't know. It's like maybe they have some abundance of so many, like they got the phone, the watch. Maybe they have so many different things they just don't.
Yeah. I was trying to think of how could they create that infrastructure, because everything is digital. Like my laptop doesn't even have a slot for a CD. You know what I mean?
But that's why you have iTunes, cloud.
Yeah, but like for another company, because if they're gonna do that, I'm just thinking like in terms of, at one point is what we're talking about. If only one person does it, is it going to be a monopoly? Like an actual monopoly. So like, you know what I mean? So it's
that's why you go ahead and do it and run it up when you can.
Do it first,
and then you try to like create. Hey man, there's the most tactful skill is to create your own competitor.
Riz Radio. It's just want to end it there. That was good. Like, what are you talking about?
I could go further, but I'm just leave right there.
That was great. What are you talking about?
If you don't think it's happening, and that's why I just don't get caught up in a lot of things, because who created you?
That's crazy. I mean,
it's how you get out of a lot of loops.
Google finally got so, because they were legally deemed a monopoly, and they got to switch some things up. Because they got
Facebook as well.
I mean, we've been known that. But the fact that they got Google is crazy, because it's Google. Google took Google is the Kleenex of the internet.
Yeah.
How did they do that? They took the internet. You know, like, I would love to have been in that room when they were devising that plan. Or was it on accident? Were they just like, oh, we're gonna call Google?
No, it's the same. It's the same way I'm blessed to have been around before Google and like using other internet platforms before Google, Netscape.
Bing.
Yo, Bing, Ask Jeeves.
Mm-hmm.
Yahoo was Google before Google. Yahoo, AOL, like Yahoo, like you went to Yahoo something. Just didn't hit. It didn't ring off the same in the 2010s.
Nope, I don't.
But I mean, they did the same thing YouTube did. You had what's the other video platform? Starts with a V. But they do all the music videos. Or license all the music videos.
I want to say Vimeo.
Vimeo, yeah, Vimeo. You had Vimeo. Vimeo was right there. I was in high school. Vimeo was there. It just was not YouTube. It could not. They couldn't do what YouTube could do.
Yeah,
all these people have been there. You know, like.
Well, because who made YouTube?
Well, I mean, Google bought YouTube eventually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They bought them.
Literally going to what you said earlier.
But you know, YouTube was YouTube, man, and then Google realized they better play with that. So
yeah, they won.
Yeah,
and now they're getting caught.
Prime example. I'm gonna just say the same thing. I think same thing when it comes to music, right? I'll say this for venues. I think there's more opportunity in investing in your own in-house talent than trying to always create or always trying to leverage new talent. So what I'll say about that is, if I have a venue, instead of like trying to always book artists to perform here, why don't I create a residency with an artist, right? Some venues do this, but
for sure.
Why don't I create a residency with this artist? Why don't I invest in this artist to say, hey, you Friday nights, you rock out here. I need you to put on a show every Friday night. I need you to be ready. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Thursdays, you got this night.
Yeah. Sounds
Wednesday,
good.
like, if you invest in that, people will spend money on seeing people that they love and that they can count on. With the little hints of features, a little hints of a guest, a little hints of, but put money into, and that's the same thing with the streaming platforms. All these platforms, put money into the people that people can count on.
I agree. I don't think you're saying anything crazy. I think you're making sense. That's probably why it sounds crazy.
I mean, I just think a lot of these people, I think it's just
because you're helping each other at that point.
Yeah, but I think it's why Live Nation works so well. Live Nation works so well because Ticketmaster can trust Live Nation. Artists, labels, they can trust what Live Nation can do for them. Venues can trust what Live Nation can bring in. They can't trust what Joe Slow Promotions is going to bring in tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So artists continue to work with Live Nation no matter how much we're saying back away from Live Nation, because I'll just read it for you real quick. I had sent this is probably a few weeks ago, and as we wrap up, I sent this to you on Instagram. It was about Live Nation.
Riz Radio.
Yeah. Wednesday business talk, I suppose, but I'm definitely looking at oh no, this is on the bag. It was about Live Nation. It was shout out to the bag on Instagram. If you want to get into like music, sports, and entertainment business breakdowns, they do a good job. They just did one recently on 50 Cent's, talking about streaming real quick. Let me get into this. 50 Cent's next move, turning free streams into millions. In the bag talks about inside his playbook for transforming G-Unit film and television into a fast channel powerhouse. 50 Cent's gonna get to it, man. 50 Cent has always stayed several steps ahead in launching his own FAST channel. FAST stands for Free Ad Supported Streaming TV. Interesting. Is another example.
Yeah.
Almost overnight, his channel became the #1 action channel on Roku and LG. FAST. Yeah. Again, FAST is his channel. Is his streaming network are booming from an Bro, check this out. From an $8 billion market in 2023 to a projected $17 billion by 2029. Unlike subscription-based streaming, FAST channels offer free content funded entirely by ads, position 50 Cent ideally to capitalize. His strategy is brilliant. Through his partnership with Lionsgate, he taps into a library of 20,000 plus titles of movies content while maintaining a significant control. 50 Cent handles everything from original production at his G Unit Film and TV Studios in Shreveport to curating channel content like a Spotify playlist featuring his hits, his own shows that he's been getting off on Showtime, like Power and Expendables. Distributing strategically on Roku, LG channels, and Amazon Freevee, and promoting directly to his 35 million plus Instagram followers. This isn't just recycling content, it converts past hits into fresh revenue without extra production costs, with cord cutting on the rise and CPM ad rates between $10 and $30. Damn. Per 1,000 views, every view becomes profitable. And it goes more to talk about I just wanted to read a little bit of that, but I think that 50 Cent having a #1 action channel and then with just a free network because it's all ad supported. I mean, goes back to your point about things going back to cable, right? Literally. But I mean, I think people recognize subscription is cool, but advertising dollars are more guaranteed.
They already made the wheel, guys.
Don't reinvent the wheel, bro.
They already did it. Y'all mad because you didn't like how it was spinning. They made the wheel, brother.
Damn, he got transported. He got all the transporters. He got the Expendables. Oh, that's what they're talking about. He got John Wick. God damn.
John Wick.
So that's crazy. So he has Lionsgate as a partner on his network.
That is
Lionsgate.
Big. That's big. That's a legacy act.
50 Cent, bro. God damn.
And then he's also talking to Donald Trump because he doesn't want P. Diddy to be pardoned. 50 Cent is out here. You know what I'm saying? He's doing what needs to be done, apparently.
Is he #1? Is he #1 like just all time, just real life villain?
I mean, he might be, man. Look, he might be. He might be. You listen to those old interviews of 50 before he became the businessman, when he was just the rapper.
Oh man, he was businessman then too.
Correct. I'm sorry.
Because he would, yeah.
You're right. I am incorrect. You are absolutely correct. He was a businessman back then. I should say it was before the hard pivot. Pivot. It was before the pivot.
Vitamin water, bro. That's all I gotta say. Just do your research. If anybody's out there listening, if you want to understand how 50 Cent begun to just
he sold the one thing that should be free.
Just make a crack at this. Check out his deal, what he did with Coca-Cola and vitamin water.
Hump day.
I need to create a water, man. God damn.
Nah, you need to stop paying for water. That's crazy. They're gonna figure out how to charge you for air. I'm telling you. That's my conspiracy.
Vitamin air.
Oh my god. We gotta get out of here before this devolves even more.
I like that. Vitamin A. Dom, I like what you're thinking. Blueberry air coming soon.
Raise Radio.
Peace.